deal with airplane peanuts?
Bobby's gonna lose his place as the acting king in your house. Jesus
Jesus is right.
Good Will Hunting, your range. You played a white chick, a valley girl, and you played Matt Damon.
You were
Whatever
fantastic.
You're fucking amazing.
Can't believe this piece of shit isn't answering the phone. God.
I think people are going to be blown away by
Call Bobby.
Bobby!
You think he'll answer?
Yeah. What if it when it rang and went dun 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 dun?
Super offensive.
Elizabeth Banks struggles with a Boston accent. What accent do you think I have?
I don't know, a normal one.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? I think that America is just like accent free.
They're not answering. Those guys are too good to answer.
It's Burke.
Oh, Tom just called me.
What, fat? Okay, good. He's
Dick.
gone.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah. So,
these guys got a lot of nerve calling us during.
I think
you call Burt
you know
back.
what? I'll tell you why. They're uncomfortable. They can't do it like we can.
They don't know how to crush
We can
like
go to
us.
a new environment
And just kill.
explode.
Right.
They're over there going, what do we do?
These guys go to when they're doing a
Maybe these guys. I have a feeling that these two, Naveed and the Rotund, right?
Did he just call right back? He did.
Who?
Santini. Brandy.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey. Oh my God, look at what came out of my mouth.
Oh my God, what the fuck is that?
That was stuck in my throat the whole fucking time.
Oh my God, Tom, Bobby just hawked up what looks like a tonsil stone. That's no shit. I'm not kidding. It's the size of like an M&M.
Hey.
That's huge. It's on your table. And
I know, it was in my throat the whole time.
Listen.
What's up?
Rudy just fucking won an Oscar.
She's got chops.
She's an actor, man. She's an actor.
We know.
We know how dope
Yeah.
she is. By the way, the crew over here is loving us. And
they even said to us, like, this is a completely different level, guys.
a new level. They said you guys are leveling up this show.
Yeah, so we're like, I know. Should we dumb it down a bit, you know?
Nakov said slow down a little bit. You guys are crushing way too hard for the time. Like he's like usually
we had to go do a movie review to slow it down.
Yeah, we had to.
Let's go slow it down. Yeah.
2 episodes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we need to bank some shows. Go ahead and do it. Hey, but I feel like Rudy's 10 times the actor Bobby is. I feel like it's going to cause some problems at home.
Oh, his face just dropped.
See, I love what they're
His
trying to
face
do.
just dropped.
I love what they're trying to do.
my
I love
God.
it. It's not going to affect me.
Oh my God, dude.
It's not going to affect me.
No, he's touching his face. When he
Yeah,
touches his
yeah,
face,
it's
it
not
means
gonna
he's
affect me.
nervous.
Why does-
He's nervous
it's
when he
not gonna
touches his
affect me.
face. Oh my God, when he gets sad, he touches his face.
Why doesn't he ask her for help when he has auditions and stuff?
Yeah, that's really funny. That's
Oh,
good.
dude, you're getting
Is
him.
that Tom talking?
He's touching the
Because I saw
mic.
the horror movie he did.
Oh, what was
Yeah.
the horror movie?
Sanitize the mics.
Oh, yeah.
No, Nadav, sanitize. Let
Okay.
me call Nadav.
Call him.
Keep them on the phone
Okay.
so they're distracted.
Okay. Okay.
What did he just say?
He's saying pretty racist shit, but just give him a second. Yeah.
Bobby says he wants to poop on the table.
Oh, that sounds like a
Can he
Bobby
on it?
move. Oh, man, that'd be great. It's so fun doing this. It's a really good idea.
Yeah. I'm so glad we switched team. Why the fuck would we do that with this?
Tell Nadav.
Yeah.
I got Nadav.
Tell Nadav what he's listening.
Is he listening?
Tell him to
Yeah, you
get
can
his
hear.
phone by him.
Yeah. Tell him his phone's ringing.
Pick up your phone, Navad.
Jesus.
Hey,
Okay, he's like,
What's up, Bert?
sanitize the mics, please.
Sanitize the mics, he said.
Yeah.
First of all, you guys got corona.
that's true.
Now, I already had it.
Yep.
Bobby is impervious to it.
How is he
Can't get it.
impervious?
Because you know they say if your blood type, his blood type is soy sauce. They can't get it if you have soy sauce blood.
Dude,
Yeah.
he eats birds.
Oh shit. You might honestly. You might be able to get it. That's Bert's
My
mic.
23, you know my 23andMe,
he
did I
wants
tell
to
you what
see.
it
Can I
says?
see?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Oh, Bobby's on my side?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. He's disappointed that you're on his side. Bobby's mad right now. He's pissed off that you said that about the acting thing.
It's not that. This
really?
is all just waste of time.
Oh, he thinks it's a waste of time. Okay. All right.
Hang up the phone.
All right.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Tom just called me. Let's call Tom. Real quick. Let's just check in with these guys.
I hope he doesn't complain.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
This is a shit show.
It's so rude.
What?
It's so rude.
What's the problem?
Everything's a problem. The chairs goddamn Rudy, your staff.
Put it up to the put it up to the mic.
You know, I come in here, dude. Right?
Speak English. Speak English. Go ahead.
Oh, that's very funny. I come in here, right, and I say hi to the larger guy that works here. Yeah, whatever that the guy, the rotund, the circle, right? And then I come in here, I say, "Hey, Nevad," right,
Yeah.
to the guy, guy, the Jew, right? So nice, even though I was 20 minutes late. So nice,
30,
right? 30 minutes late, right? What are you doing over there? That woman that in there, her name is Jules. She's my daughter, pretty much.
They're trying to steal her food. They want to take away food
That's
out of her
crazy.
family's mouth.
Hey, and guess what?
What?
Bert took one of her Uncrustables.
Oh my God.
Shit. Let me talk to Jules.
This is war, dude.
Yeah.
That's like the only. That's the only. It's so. That's.
Tito Bobby,
How are they?
they're really kind.
Run. Get out of there.
Run.
All right.
Hi, Bobby.
Really like them, really?
Everything is good.
Everything is good.
Oh my God.
Did they have a gun to your head?
Yeah, she's fucking tied up.
They're tied up. She's tied up.
Do they have you tied up?
Okay, bye, Tito Bobby.
Oh.
Hey,
She's dead.
Tito Bobby.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to tell you something. Hung up on him.
That's our thing. We do that to people.
It's dumb.
We hang up on people all
It's
the time.
hacky and dumb.
We did it last week.
That was fun. Hold on, I'm gonna call Santina. Fucking
I'm gonna
guy.
call her fucking aunt. Tom.
She loves you.
Who?
I did. What's it called? What's his Tiger Belly?
Yeah.
Man.
Man,
Hey, man.
hey, we definitely haven't started yet because Bobby's late. But also, I don't want to like talk shit or like come off like I'm not appreciative of this. But like,
Yeah.
Nadav answers the door, and I said, "Hey, man, great to see you." And he goes, "Let's get this going." You get that's what he said to me.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus, Nadav, what is that
Whoa.
about?
Dude,
And he
he's-
goes, I don't get it. I don't know if that's his thing now.
He's
but
got
it's
a
really
lot.
fucking-
He's got a lot of pent up like Jay anger deep within. You know.
He does.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I don't know. He was like, I'm on break. When I said, hey, will you help me set this thing up? And he said, I'm on break. And he was in the second room there just eating nickels. He was just chewing nickels.
That sounds right. He does that because he thinks they're pennies. Now, let me ask you something.
There's no way this is fucking real.
So Giuliani's over here, and she's fucking just going fucking ham on these Uncrustables.
Yeah.
So they're,
yeah, she
you know,
does.
they're Bart's favorite treat. And then I go, hey, can you throw him one? She goes, there's only 4, and I'm hungry.
The kid's got to eat though, but well, make Bart do something for it. You know what I mean? Like a
But
trick,
I mean,
you know, like
but 4? I mean, what the fuck? She weighs like 80 pounds. She has to eat 4?
dude, we let her eat only on the show. Otherwise, she goes back in her cage when she goes back home. She doesn't get to eat until we tape. So when we film, she's allowed to snack. And then after we film, she goes back in her cage. But I will say this. Make Bart do some semblance of a competition to get one of those for her. She loves competition.
Okay, I'll do that. And let me tell you something else just before I let you go here. We were really excited to work with like a high-level producer, and that shit is not happening over here.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Is it the Mexican kid or what is he, Argentinian or whatever? Is he there?
I don't know where the fuck he's from. He looks like he's from North Africa, but yeah,
he's atrocious. And is Pink Dick there, George?
Yeah, and it takes him fucking 30 minutes longer to search for shit than it takes Native.
He couldn't even search Questlove.
Bobby's right here. Tom doesn't like what's going on at the studio. He's mad.
What's going on?
Dude, it's terrible. I mean, fucking Rudy won't share her snacks. Fucking the fancy bee he's just holding his pinky up when he talks to us, like he's real fancy. And then George is terrible at everything that a producer would do.
Okay, can I just say this?
Yeah.
At least we didn't have to drive 9 hours to get to the fucking studio, you piece of shit.
But your studio sucks.
Hey, this studio's like 3 blocks from my house,
When I
Bobby.
live in Nevada, you piece of shit. All right? You owe me fucking gas money, you fuck.
I'm
sad. My dog almost died today, you piece of shit. I have to drive all the way out here, you fuck.
I'm sad.
If you ever fucking talk to me like that again, you have another thing coming, okay? All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Jesus.
God,
all right, that went well.
Do you want to ask any more questions to us?
Do you like Bad Friends?
All right, that was a good episode, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot. Thank you for being a bad friend.
From the unknown, I ran away. I don't think I'm coming
Do you work here? The masterclass video?
From your Instagram?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me bring that up.
Did you not pull that?
No.
God, Jesus Christ, man.
You didn't say...
Why wouldn't you just pull that automatically?
Tom, I don't live in your brain, man. I don't know what you're thinking.
What is going on with you and Adolph today?
Oh, we're going to work it out. Believe me.
What's going on?
Nothing. What do you
Nothing? You want to kill him.
Last week, Your Mom's House posted on Instagram that they're currently hiring right now summer interns, social media people, post-production people, video editors. I was so excited. I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I think it's a long shot, but you see that opportunity, you gotta at least try for it. So we're gonna go through, this video is gonna be applying to Your Mom's House. Go through the application, go through the requirements. And while you're watching this, if you're like, oh, I meet all these requirements, I would love to do this. Dude, go apply. It would be so sick if someone got a job at YMH from watching this video. Nothing would make me happier than that, except for if I got it. But we'll see what the requirements are. We're going to go through. This video is applying to Your Mom's House. All right, so the initial post said we're hiring editors, production interns, social media interns, and post-production interns. Swipe to see if you meet the qualifications. So let's go with full-time editor first. I feel like that would be the biggest, hiring. That would be sick to be there full-time. So they're looking for editors to join their YMH post-production team. Must have experience with Adobe Suite. Fuck. All right, so the requirements are off to a rough start. I use iMovie to edit. That's just what I grew up using to edit stuff, but I get the basis of video editing. I feel like I could easily start training and practicing in Adobe Suite. So by the time that, I really got in front of someone for an interview or I had to edit something, I would be just as proficient in Adobe Suite as I am now in iMovie. And I would call myself pretty proficient in iMovie. Even Tom and Christina themselves have complimented my editing using iMovie. So
uploaded to YouTube at Joke WRLD. That's who did it.
Amazing.
At Joke WRLD. And the world is WRLD.
He
cut this for over 4 minutes.
I love it, and he really overlapped your reactions to yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, it always amazes me because the amount of time it must take to do this. Right? This is like a real undertaking.
Yeah. It's like those phony phone calls we get.
Yeah.
And you're like, how the fuck? It takes hours, huh?
That clip's got to be hard to argue. If anyone's watching this video as the application, that's got to carry a little bit of weight. I know that I technically don't meet the Adobe Suite requirement, but I will practice. I will learn it. And look, they like it. They like what I can do. Come on, just give me the job. All right, what's the next requirement? Must be local to Austin. Fuck! Okay, this is going not that good so far, but okay, maybe I'll do, yeah, that's not good. I'm not local to Austin. Here's something. Summer intern. I'll live in Austin for the summer. Okay, we're done with the full-time editing. Full-time editor, if you met those requirements, if you live in Austin and use Adobe Suite, go apply to the full-time editing job. We're moving on to the interns. Here at Joke WRLD, we only want to be interns anyway. I would hate to be a full-time editor at Your Mom's House. All right, let's see what the intern requirements are. I just feel like I am more of an intern kind of guy anyway. Studio Jeans is looking for summer interns. Production internship, social media internship, post-production internship. Must be local to Austin. No exceptions. I get that it says no exceptions, but how much is an Airbnb for the summer in Austin? Airbnb, Austin. All right. I'm one adult. My check-in date will be, let's put it for June 5th. And my check-out date will be, how long is the summer? We'll do August 5th, 2 months. But I'm willing to go longer. Let's just see how much this would be. Okay. Yeah, it's like, if I get a shittier place, it could be fine. $1,500 a month. It would be more. It would be a rent increase from my apartment, but I'd also be getting paid to be the intern, so that's fine. So I'm totally willing to live in Austin for the summer. I'm local to Austin. Local to Austin for the summer. Check. Got that done. I will easily pay $4,000 this summer an Airbnb fees and just try to break even with being the intern. I feel like what the knowledge and experience and industry behind the scenes shit that I would gain from being a YMH intern would be well worth breaking even in the money aspect. So, or even losing money, losing a few $100s after what this would make me versus what I would spend on an Airbnb. Totally fair trade-off. I'm more than willing to lose money on this venture, so consider me local to Austin. I'm the most Austin local dude that you'll ever meet. I'm an Austin local. In fact, I'm so local to Austin, I'm doing the rest of the video with his hat on. That way, I pass the optics test. Oh, there's no way that dude doesn't live in Austin. Look at that hat. Okay, what's next? The intern option has so many more options of what you can do too. Like they're looking for production internships, social media interns, and post-production interns. So maybe the Adobe Suite thing wouldn't even matter if I was like a social media intern, you know, and I definitely can do a great job running your social media. I mean, like half of what Joke WRLD is branding and thumbnails and different logos and stuff like that can get eyes on comedy and on comedians' videos, you know. So the other thing about the Adobe Suite thing is, in my case specifically, is like, yeah, I don't use that specific editing software, but I've used Your Mom's House video and been able to re-edit that in iMovie to amass millions of views with it. And that's just a fact. Like, if you look at some of the Tom Segura themed videos on Joke WRLD's page, I mean, this one, Tom Segura is on the thumbnail of, and he's in majority of this reaction to Will Smith video. 3.1 million views. That would be tied for the third most viewed page on all of Your Mom's House. You keep going down. There's another one with Tom Segura in it at 1 million, another one with 1 million, another one with 1 million. These are normal YMH numbers. Like that's like an episode of Two Bears is getting similar views to what I'm, you know, doing with Tom Segura content, editing up in creative ways, and then redistributing it so people can enjoy it in a new way with a new twist. This is proof. I guess my proof is this channel. I can get millions and millions of views, the same amount almost as the Your Mom's House page with the Your Mom's House content. So my editing is there. I don't think that there should be any question about editing or being able to attract people into social media. At this point, my resume is really just pitching you guys in this video. So intern, I'm going for social media intern. And I'm taking this hat off. As a social media intern, I'd obviously fulfill the job requirements, do all my tasks on time, work very hard, but I think I have some other things to offer in the meantime and some downtime that could really help the YMH brand. I know they're super, you know, they're expanding right now very fast. They just added the Danny Brown Show. They're one of the best production companies in the world, one of the best channels on YouTube. So they definitely don't need my help, but I just think it could be cool, like how Barstool has Stoolie scenes on YouTube, how Chris D'Elia has like a lifestyle vlog behind the scenes thing, like Life with Chris or More Chris. That kind of thing. I think doing that with YMH could be so sick because there's so many great characters and comedians and like just people that the fans care about so much. Like the studio boys, obviously Tom and Christina and Bert, Dr. Drew, Danny Brown, whatever you want, like just behind the scenes, call it Gene scenes, behind the scenes like lifestyle vlog of just like people showing up to work, you know, like handing out coffees or like the guest gets there. What happens right after the episode is cut, episode's over, he takes off his headphones and there's a few pleasantries or some more dialogue that we miss, or like what happens when they show up, or just like people interacting completely normally, completely authentically. And the stuff that gets put on camera is hilarious and great and amazing, but I think right now, like what's really popping off is authentic behind the scenes stuff that people just get to see how it really is to be Tom Segura and show up to do Two Bears, or how it really is to be working in the booth and you're Nadav, and or like just like footage plays. People love it. And I think I could do a really good job with Gene scenes. I think it'd be cool to post Gene scenes on my channel, Joke WRLD. It's so many diehard comedians or comedy fans. It's rapidly growing, and it's a different audience. Obviously, Your Mom's House is a way larger audience, and it's people that just love Your Mom's House. So it could do super well on that channel too. But it could be something different about, you know, this smaller channel. Granted, it's 90,000 people that all know who these characters are at Your Mom's House and see this kind of behind the scenes vlog put together by some other YouTuber or this intern, which would be me, and it would just be different. It would be something that not a lot of people are doing. I love how Barstool does it. Chris D'Elia is having a lot of success with it, and the word Gene Scenes is like so money, like that. You got to use that. Steal this idea from me if you want. Well, don't. Just hire me. Let me do it, dude. Let me do Gene Scenes along with the real intern work. I'm not just asking to do something that you didn't ask for in the requirements or that you didn't post a job for. I know you didn't say, does anyone have a cool idea about a vlog that we could do? We're hiring for that. No, I know that you're like, dude, we're just hiring editors. We're just hiring social media people. I get that. I just think that this would be a super sick idea because Your Mom's House has these so many different characters that everyone would just eat up. Gene Scenes, $1 million idea. Literally could be $1 million idea. Like, and I'm not on I'm filming this, dude. I'm not asking for any like attention or anything like that. I just want to film everyone at YMH acting normal and cut it up. And I think people would really, really enjoy that once a week. Once a week, Gene Scenes. Think about it. Think about it, dude. Hire me. So what do you guys think? I think it'd be so sick to work for YMH, and obviously I've been editing comedy videos for a long time. I know a lot about the industry. I know what plays on YouTube. I know how to get views. I know how to make thumbnails. I know how to do this. So although I don't meet every requirement exactly, just hear me out. And yeah, I just think it'd be cool. I think I'd learn so much about the industry, so much valuable knowledge from this. And if you guys think that this could be a good fit for me, maybe we start a little bit of a grassroots movement, dude. Maybe we start hitting up the YMH Instagram and being like, consider at Joke WRLD, consider at Joke WRLD. Or maybe that's super annoying and they would be like, we were considering that until a bunch of people just ruined our comment section. So maybe use discretion. If you think that I could be a good fit for this and you want to, you know, poke at him a little bit, if you've been really moved by this video, then go for it. And if you're like, this was one of the stupidest videos I've ever seen, then keep that to yourself. Either way, we can all agree that Gene Scenes would be super dope and that they should do that idea even if they don't hire me. But then also we should agree that we should all be mad if they stole my idea because this video will be on the internet forever. But still, we can all agree that we wish that existed, right? Am I wrong about Gene Scenes? Who would not watch that once a week? Behind the scenes vlog of Your Mom's House, of all of our favorite guys. Come on, Gene Scenes, consider it, but only with me. I guess I'm just gonna email them the link to this video with the job social media intern in the title, and then they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this, dude? This is the worst application ever. You just proved that you don't meet any of the requirements, so then you start talking about your own ideas that aren't even listed on here as things that we're looking for. But crazier things have happened, dude. Could you imagine if this video got me hired? All I want to do is work there for the summer, dude. Consider it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Joke WRLD to stay in the comedy loop, the first ever media brand dedicated solely to the world of stand-up comedy, keeping you guys up to date with everything going on with your favorite comedians, your favorite podcasts, your favorite stand-up, all that's good stuff. It's Joke WRLD. It's the place to be. Unless I work for YMH, then YMH is so much better than Joke WRLD. But right now, Joke WRLD to the moon. We're taking it over. I don't know how to end these videos. I never do. So just follow us on Instagram, hit up YMH, say, hey, Joke WRLD, you know, Jake, you do a really good job. And I'll see you guys next time. These are 10 of the most shocking reveals by comedians on Are You Garbage? Woo-wee! Starting off with Mark Norman.
You nibble in the grocery store? Oh, yeah. That's what the whole produce is for.
Yeah, he's a known thief.
Not to mention the hot bar. That hot bar doesn't stand a chance with these sticky fingers. You can just put, like, chicken and pasta in the bowl, and you're just eating and shopping.
Yeah, no, you're not.
You guys don't do that? Well, that's what Whole Foods is. I go in there, I eat a cup of soup, I leave. I thought everybody did that.
You and other homeless people, I'm sure, yeah.
All right, well, they keep the eye on the hobos, and I'm sitting pretty.
Just wear a nice shirt. Nobody says a thing.
Yeah, I got a mouthful of chicken noodle.
Anyone in your family ever represent themselves in court?
No. But my dad.
Somebody had tried or thought about it.
So I was getting. My friend got arrested for. I was driving. We were driving past a cop, and he screamed. He was like, "Pig!"
Yeah, they don't like that.
And he caught us.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to. He pulled me out of the car. He didn't pull me out. He made me come out of the car. And he was like, "What'd you say?" And I was like, "I didn't say it." He was like, "Who did?" I was like, "I'm not gonna tell." I was like, "I can't snitch on my friend."
Ain't no rat.
He was like, "Well, it came from your side of the car," and I was like, "Yeah." And it wasn't me.
Do the math here.
Come on, dude. I'm not telling you, but it wasn't me. And then we went to court, and
he brought you in for that?
Court, dude.
What?
What was the charge?
I'm obstructing. He was pulling someone over. It's bullshit. But
These
in the
are
middle,
trumped up charges.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, my dad stood up, said something, and the judge. I guess he knew the judge somehow. I don't know.
Just bullshit, Larry.
He said something, and the judge, like, jokingly was like, "Are you his attorney?" And my dad goes, "No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night."
Shut the fuck.
Place went wild, dude.
No fucking way.
It's unbelievable.
All right, you guys get out of here.
Good shit.
I was at Target. It's an impulse buy. God damn it, you guys got me fucking. This is the question.
You know who wasn't at Target making impulse buys? The fucking Kennedys, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
I hate him.
It is a brown egg, though.
That
it's
is
an
classy.
organic.
That's
It's an
organic.
organic
Free
egg.
range.
There isn't a more fun guy.
He's disgusting.
All right, breaking the fourth wall. He walked in a suit, and I fucking jumped up. I'm like, this guy's fucking came to play.
Jesus. Well, I can cross you ever eating a hard-boiled egg in public off the list.
On camera, we should have.
Good God.
Oh, you stink.
He
I
has
have
no
not
fingernails
microwaved eggs in
either.
a long, long time.
Will you pee in the shower?
I used to shit in the shower too for a while. A nice little dump in there. You pick it up with your hand and just flip it in the toilet in the morning. Kill two birds with one stone. But that was a long time ago. That was when I was still an animal.
Oh, that's a first.
Yeah.
Here on the program, ladies and gentlemen.
You want the truth? I got to give it to you.
Of course. We appreciate that, Joe.
Make me come over a ferry to come here and blow lies at you and shit. Cocksucker. If I got on that ferry, I'm going to make it worth our while.
Here's some dirtbag shit about me.
She is
in my life, never seen any of The Godfathers. I've never seen The Godfathers, and I've never eaten a pork chop or had goat cheese in my whole life. I don't know if that makes me garbage.
I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with
It
you?
makes you a wacko for
Yeah.
sure.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know your next question, but I never had a pork chop.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of
Why?
kind of. I don't know. I just.
How do you not have a pork chop?
I've just. never had
I
one.
honestly might say I don't think I've ever had a pork chop either.
I've never had a pork chop.
Yeah,
I've never had goat cheese.
I'm a very weird eater.
Oh, pork chops and applesauce, sauerkraut.
Yeah,
Fucking
no,
good night.
applesauce. I've had applesauce. I used to eat Mott's applesauce out of the jar with
yeah.
my hands. Yeah.
I didn't get to help
I was
you
with
out.
you till the hand.
Is this recently?
And my go-to, kind of, yeah. Well, because my daughter, I've eaten it, yeah, because applesauce makes a comeback when you have a kid. Because, you forget, because now it's like dipping the macaroni and cheese in the applesauce is like, that's what we do.
A lot of my friends are not getting married, and a lot of them have gotten married, and it's already failed.
Okay. Let's just say it's a friend from high school, a cousin, not
Sure.
like, Ben or
Yeah.
something. Like somebody kind of close, but whatever.
Yeah.
What's in that envelope? What are you giving?
Oh. Interesting. Maybe $1,000?
Whoa.
I didn't want to know what you gave the kid. What you gave the producer.
Yeah, Ben probably did well.
Ben got a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah. I would never.
Oh, get any ideas, fuckface?
I would never say what he got.
Of course. Yeah, we wouldn't ask.
$50,000. I gave him $50,000. Literally,
Are you serious?
I gave him $50,000.
Are you being
tax-free? Seriously. We structured it so it's tax-free. $50,000.
What, like 15 over the next 3 years?
No,
or something?
$50,000. We structured it so it was a bonus without taxes. My business manager did it.
Holy shit.
Wowza.
50 G's.
Timmy
Yeah.
motherfucking Dillon playing ball.
Well, I love him and he's great.
Of course.
He's my family, but
Of
you
course.
know.
Does that
Like
news-
I said, I would never say the number.
It was
I wouldn't say the number.
Does that get around the wedding? Do you notice that? Maybe a half hour, 45 minutes in?
I'm sick of giving people shit and not talking about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
I'm
fucking
a little
mean.
sick of it. So maybe it'll get around now. Are you garbage? What are you going to do?
I got a $1,500.
Here's a question. Are you garbage? Do you give your best friend a present and then talk about it on a popular podcast in hopes that other people hear it?
Also,
that's a good question.
You structured it as a bonus. I love that. Let me talk to my guy.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
God
damn. A jihad's good. 1,000's good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Is that
might
a
be the
hug? Is that a
highest.
hug when he finds out?
Yeah, he's autistic, but it's a hug. You know,
Holy shit!
Man.
Plus, keeping a tax man out of it, I even like that too.
Yeah.
Why let them with their
But in fairness, they got me a book about spiders.
What would be the most, if it sticks out, that you ever spent on a meal?
I don't know if you want me to tell you.
No, yeah, we do.
You want to write it down like a rich guy? Write
Sure.
it down in pieces. Yes!
I'm going to read it out loud.
I'm 100% going to read it out loud.
It wasn't long ago.
Oh, yeah, take that one.
There you go.
This was
this is a first. Finally, I got
a
somebody
pretty
to write it
elaborate
down.
dinner I had. Okay.
Throw the credit card number down there too. Just
Maybe a Finsky if you got it on you. Also, how much cash do you have on you right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me count.
What the fuck?
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Give me it. How many people were there? It's just you.
It was,
ladies and gentlemen.
It was a group. It was a group of
okay,
us.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean,
What city?
Chicago.
Can I say what the number is?
I mean, do you think we should?
We
Yeah,
talk.
what
This
are you
is this is
talking
what honestly
about?
this is what people tune in for.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
$52,000.
It was my birthday.
That's more than I made last year.
On the books. No, yeah, that's your birthday. Of course, blow it the fuck out.
Yeah,
Is that with tip?
That was with tip.
Oh, all right, with tip. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what's 5% of 52,000?
I figure with wine and tax, it's really only 38 grand. Holy shit!
Say you go out to a restaurant with friends, right? Say it's you and Santino or so going out to a nice din-din.
I have a thing.
Who's picking up that check?
Well, Santino, and I'm going to say, I'm going to start a war, and he's going to be so mad. But I'm beginning to think, he disappears. I want to say that the last meals, he disappears.
Really?
So right before the check appears, he goes, I got a golf thing. Or, you know what I mean? Oh, shit, I got to go to Dave. It's like, you didn't say you were going to shoot today, right? There's something, and then he leaves, and then the check comes. And it's happened for the last 8 times. And I've never said it out loud before. I don't know if that's going to start something with him. He's paid before, I recall.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yes.
You know, but the last couple,
He's a nice guy.
really great.
guy,
I love him.
dude.
Very talented guy. But the last couple has been a little suspect. But, you know, I'm going to wait for the next meal, see what happens. You know?
Okay.
And let me say, the last one was Maestro's. Have you ever heard of Maestro's? It's a very expensive restaurant chain. I think I'll just tell you what I spent. Because it was with the producer, Andrew, and a girl named Jetski, who's like a sidekick on Bad Friends. Very talented girl. She had never been to a fancy restaurant, so we took to Maestro's, and I think I dropped $750. And he left.
Really?
Right. And it kind of, it kind of irked me a bit. You know what I mean? I'm now expressing that. And don't edit that out. I want to see what that happens for our relationship.
Edit that out. It's the clip. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I want to see what that happens for our relationship.
I gotta say,
but he's
though,
not cheap. He saved my life a bunch of times, and I love him. Keep this in the clip too. Keep this in the clip too. He's a great guy, right? But I'm just saying, last couple of times, that's all.
I mean,
I gotta say this. I gotta call ball. I love you. I gotta call Brawls and Strikes there. $750. We dropped that.
Yeah, you got to be dropping.
Yeah, you
more than
kidding
that on
me?
dinner.
An
I know your
expensive
numbers.
meal.
I know a nice restaurant.
You think I should be paying for it?
That's a haircut to you guys. Who gives a shit? That's getting coffee. You come in here, all that. That's what you hit me with? $750. I got Tom Segura back here with a $52,000 check, not including the tip.
Wait. That's his check?
That's what he spent on his birthday dinner.
$750. I got that on me. Here.
Bro.
I'll pay it for Santino.
No.
Andy, I got you, kid.
Is it a big house?
I just built it, 17,000 square feet.
That's a big house.
There you
You
go.
live in New York, so anything big.
We all live here.
Shit, a 10 is bigger than some of the shit I see.
17,000 square feet.
And I did it. I didn't hire a contractor. My husband's like, you're crazy. I saved the cash. I did the budget, and I said, this is what I want. So I'm old school, so I didn't do any of that vinyl stuff. I did it in the basement, but I definitely didn't do it upstairs. Up the first 2 levels is all wood. It's all hardwood.
Is there a third level?
Yes.
17,000 square feet. If it wasn't, it'd be the size of the fucking White House.
Yeah, it's all.
Do you have an elevator?
I do.
Shut up. No, you don't. What? Holy shit, dude.
A home elevator is not that expensive.
It's not that cheap
It's
either.
not cheap either.
Holy shit.
Okay.
You're the first person to have an elevator on the show.
Okay, so I'm 51, and I don't like stairs because I'm fat, my husband fat, my kids fat, everybody fat. So
what about in the bedroom there? Do you sleep with your socks on?
No.
What do you sleep in?
It's crazy.
I'm a boxers guy.
Just boxers, no
Boxers.
t-shirt.
Sometimes
no.
I'll go fully nude.
Really?
Sometimes fresh out the shower, clean sheets.
Feels great.
I'm rubbing my little fresh nuts all over that.
Are those sheets clean?
I at most I'll go 2 weeks without.
How do you do the laundry? Or do you drop it off?
I drop off.
Yeah.
I'm stunned and impressed. 2 weeks?
2 weeks tops.
Good for you.
Sometimes I'll switch them out.
I would go 18 months if I didn't have a wife.
Yeah, I would. I don't think I would ever.
It's bad.
Here's class. Here's new money class. The reason it's 2 weeks is because we get a fucking cleaning lady, and she does them every 2 weeks.
She does them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will if I want to. I'll do them. Once if there's been a couple
If you shit
incidents.
the bed.
Yeah. If we've got a couple squirters over, it's like maybe one day I'll enjoy a little hint of pussy sheets, but after that you got to change.
Couple of squirters.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. The cleaning lady's doing the laundry? What, do you have a washer and dryer in the building?
No. I set out the clean sheets and she'll change them.
She changes them. That's
Yeah,
that's like rich guy shit.
Yeah,
That's what I picture like butlers
It's awesome,
do.
dude. Yeah, exactly.
So does every pillow in your bedroom have a pillowcase on it?
It does.
Wow, I am stunned by
It
that.
does. Come on, what the fuck?
Dude, I pictured you on a single mattress, no sheets, on the floor.
Is your bed in
that's
the
me
corner?
7 years ago. 6 years ago for sure.
I do a thing called private suite.
This guy's got it all.
Private suite. So it's a separate entrance to the airport. So the airport.
This is what I've heard. I've heard you talk about this.
Yeah. Airport's
fucking John.
Airport's here, right? And then all the business is here. Check in and all that is on the left.
Sure.
Private suite is its own little entity off to the other side of the airport. So you pull in, valet, like it looks like you're pulling into a very private restaurant. They greet you at the car. They take you to a room. The room is filled with what you tell them what you want. They know me, so they always have Tito's. They always have wine. They have snacks, candies. They have a menu you can order from. They always bring in caviar and champagne to greet you.
Caviar.
You get there. I'm so sorry. We've had so many people on the show. You're the first person who has an airport rider.
Yeah,
that is fucking sick.
Is it connected to an airline?
No. So you go
to the airport.
Yeah, it's so you go to.
Like you said, he's not these bums that we normally have.
Peter, how fucking insane is it? It's fucking insane. It's the coolest thing you ever do. If you want to smoke cigars or whatever, they have an outdoor one that's attached to an outdoor.
Cigs at the airport?
My daughter was turned 15, and she had her birthday, and I was doing Atlantic City, so I brought the girls to Atlantic City. They each brought 2 friends.
What a flex.
And I
love
brought
that.
all of them into the private suite, and they had a birthday cake for Isla there, and all her friends were like, what the fuck is this? Then you
So
get
cool.
How'd
that make you feel?
Oh, like a gangster. Anytime,
Yes.
I don't have no problem spending money to avoid anxiety or to treat my kids. I have a hard time spending money on myself, like cars and stuff like that. I'm not that kind of guy.
You control all the finances.
I don't know about control,
but
because he buys a lot of shit without my knowledge or permission.
What the fuck?
2 Rolexes
Wait a
on?
minute, I didn't even see that. He's
This
got
guy
2 what?
Exactly.
Is new money trash, and I'm here for it.
He's bougie Bert.
I love it.
I feel like they're both wrong.
Yeah. They're probably 2 different time zones.
Yeah, one of those definitely isn't set to daylight savings.
Neither of them are right.
Wait, how did I not see that you walked in with 2 watches on?
Yeah.
So clearly I'm
Also, you
not.
got 2 watches. You showed up late today. What the fuck? Let's get this guy a 3rd watch, please, Peter.
At Joke WRLD. That's
visit it at Joke WRLD.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke WRLD. Check it out.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
I want to talk about ChatGPT.
You may have heard of ChatGPT. It's a popular online chatbot which is powered by artificial intelligence.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
The revolutionary new language model developed by OpenAI.
Have you experimented with it at all?
I have not.
Basically, AI is replacing human function. Even shows like this will be replaced by some type of chatbot, some type of angry Irish AI.
The artificial intelligence program ChatGPT has been hot in the streets as of late. Many people are already using the free AI chatbot to do research and write essays, and some even fear that ChatGPT could replace the need for human beings to be working a lot of jobs in the near future, which got me thinking, could artificial intelligence ever take the place of comedians? In today's video, I'll be feeding ChatGPT a series of prompts from some of our favorite comedians, asking the artificial intelligence program to rewrite jokes in that comedic style. Now, for this to fully work, it's important to pick 3 comics that have unique and distinct voices, so today we'll be focusing in on AI replicating Joey Diaz, Bobby Lee, and of course, Theo Von. First up, we got Bobby Lee. All right, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna type in, tell me a joke in the style of comedian Bobby Lee.
Sure, here's a joke in the style of Bobby Lee. So, I was at the airport the other day, right? And I saw a sign that said, airport security. And I'm like, security? More like scared ID. I mean, I've had better security from a screen door. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was pretty random. I guess it's something Bobby might say. I don't really know. I think this might work better if we get specific and ask ChatGPT to tell us exact stories in the style of Bobby Lee. I'm going to type in, tell me a funny story in the comedic styling of Bobby Lee about Bobby wanting his ex-girlfriend to move out of his house.
Okay, here's the story. Bobby Lee was living with his girlfriend, but things just weren't working out. He was ready for her to move out, but she wasn't budging. Every time he brought up the subject, she had an excuse. One day, Bobby had enough and decided to get creative. He dressed up as a ghost and started making spooky noises and knocking over pictures in the house. His girlfriend was so scared that she finally agreed to move out. However, a few days later, his girlfriend returned, moving all her things back in and declaring that she wasn't afraid of a silly ghost. Bobby was back to square one, but he did have a good story to tell on stage. He regaled the audience with his failed ghost stunt, which had everyone in stitches. Bobby proved that even when things aren't going your way, a sense of humor can always save the day.
I can see Bobby saying that. That was pretty good. I think the key here is going to be to ask its stories. So moving on to Joey Diaz, we're learning a little bit about how this program works. Next up, we got Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz, Facebook, Twitter, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Big dicks in your ass are bad for your health.
I already have a feeling ChatGPT is going to have a hard time with this one. Not even artificial intelligence could come up with some of the vulgar shit that's going on in between Joey Diaz's ears. We got to get specific, though. We learned that. Let's go. Tell me a story from the point of view of Joey Diaz, POV, talking to Joe Rogan on his podcast about living in Boulder, Colorado, and getting into some trouble.
Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz are sitting down for a conversation on Joe's podcast. Joe, hey Joey, great to have you here today. I heard you recently spent some time in Boulder, Colorado. How was that experience for you? Joey, hey Joe, great to see you too. Yeah, I went to Boulder for a vacation, but things definitely didn't go as planned. Joe, really? What happened? Joey, well, first of all, let me tell you about the drivers in Boulder. They're like nothing I've ever seen before. They park on the sidewalks and ride their bikes on the freeway. It's crazy. Joe, that sounds intense. So what kind of trouble did you get into while you were there? Joey, so I went to a dispensary to buy some weed and I think they must have put something extra in there because it was a wild ride. I started seeing bright colors and lights everywhere and I needed to clear my head, so I went for a walk and ended up at a drum circle in the park. Joe, that sounds like a wild experience. Joey, yeah, it was. I started playing the drums and before I knew it, I was leading a parade down the street. People were following me and dancing. It was just the craziest thing. Joe, I bet you were having the time of your life. Joey, oh for sure, I'll never forget that day. But let's just say, I learned my lesson and stayed away from the dispensaries for the rest of my stay in Boulder. Joe laughs. I can understand that. Joey, it's always a great time having you on the show and hearing your crazy stories.
Dude, this is so funny because that actually sounded like stuff Joey Diaz might say on the Joe Rogan Experience. It's just like one step off. Like it's just still a little bit robotic, but it's closer than I really expected, honestly. It also just needs to end every sentence saying Joe Rogan, and then it'd definitely be just like Joey Diaz. I'd say it's better at Uncle Joey than it is at Bobby Lee so far, but now it's time for ChatGPT's ultimate test. Can it replicate the most unique brain in all of comedy, Theo Von.
Gangsgiving, son!
I feel like I'm slowly getting the hang of how to use this thing throughout the course of this video. Definitely you have to be more specific in the prompts if you want a better response. So to wrap this up, let's ask it 3 questions about Theo Von's life, and we'll be real specific with things that we've heard him say on his podcast before. Start off, tell me a funny story in the comedic stylings of Theo Von about growing up in the South and wetting the bed.
All right, here's a story in the comedic styling of Theo Von about growing up in the South and wetting the bed. So, I grew up down in the South, and let me tell you, it was a different time. We didn't have fancy things like waterproof mattresses or those plastic mattress protectors. We just had a good old-fashioned cotton sheet. And being a Southern boy, I was raised to always wear my big boy pants, you know what I mean? So when I hit the age of 9 or 10, I was already pretty damn confident. But then, one night, I had a little accident. I woke up in a puddle of my own making, and let me tell you, it was a humbling experience. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make sweet tea. And that's exactly what I did. I got up, changed my sheets, and poured myself a big glass of sweet tea. And you know what? I was back in my big boy pants in no time. From that day on, I learned that accidents happen, but it's how you handle them that defines you as a person. And let me tell you, I've been handling those bedwetting accidents with a big old glass of sweet tea ever since.
Dude, this is really good. That one was fucking perfect. All right, what should we do next? Tell me a funny story in the comedic stylings of Theo Von about being a kid in the South trying to sell tattooed hamsters to people after they attended concerts.
All right, here's a story in the comedic styling of Theo Von about being a kid growing up in the South and trying to sell tattooed hamsters to people as they left a concert. So, I was this kid growing up in the South, always on the lookout for a good hustle. And one day, I heard that a big concert was coming to town. I knew this was my chance to make some real money. So, I hatched a plan. I got a hold of some hamsters, and with the help of my cousin, who was an amateur tattoo artist, I started tattooing these little critters with all sorts of designs. I mean, who would want a hamster with a tattoo of their favorite band, right? So, the day of the concert arrives, and I set up shop outside the venue. And let me tell you, I was getting some serious interest. People were actually stopping to take a look at these little tattooed hamsters. But then, something unexpected happened. One of the hamsters managed to escape and ran right onto the stage during the concert. The crowd went wild, and before I knew it, the hamster had become a star. I quickly realized that I had made a grave mistake. These hamsters were worth way more as concert performers than they were as pet or critters. So, I shut down my stand and became the manager for these little tattooed hamsters. We went on tour, and let me tell you, it was a wild ride. I never made it big in the music business, but those hamsters sure did. And I always look back on that crazy day outside the concert venue with a smile on my face. It just goes to show you that sometimes the most unexpected things can lead to the biggest opportunities.
This is so good, dude. He uses like man, and like if you think about it in his voice instead of like a robot voice, this is insane. This is kind of creepy, honestly. All right, last one. Let's see. Create a fake conversation between comedians Theo Von and Bobby Lee that takes place on Theo's podcast this past weekend. Make the conversation funny and about Bobby not having much luck on the dating apps.
Theo Von, welcome to the show, Bobby. It's great to have you here today. Bobby Lee, thanks for having me. Theo, I'm always down for a good time on your podcast. Theo Von, so, Bobby, I hear you've been having a rough go on the dating apps lately. What's been going on, Bobby Lee? Yeah, man, it's been a disaster. I don't know what's happening, but I can't seem to get a match to save my life. Theo Von, that's rough, man. I hear you, but let's be real. Your picture on these apps is a little, well, let's just say it's not your best angle. Bobby Lee, hey, now, that picture was taken on a good day. Theo Von laughs, all right. So, have you tried any new pickup lines on these apps, Bobby Lee? Oh yeah, I've tried everything. I've even tried sending pictures of my cat, but still no luck. Theo Von laughs, your cat, huh? Well, that's a new one. Have you considered sending pictures of food instead? Bobby Lee, laughing, actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll try that next. Theo Von laughs, I think that's a solid plan, Bobby. You never know, you might find your soulmate on a dating app for foodies. Bobby Lee, laughing, yeah, that would be a good one. Swipe right if you love sushi. Theo Von laughs, exactly. You might just be onto something there, Bobby. Bobby Lee, laughing, thanks, Theo. I'll give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe this will finally be my lucky break on these dating apps.
Okay, that one I honestly don't think was as good as the other two Theo ones we just did, but it's still creating a fake conversation that sounds kind of real about these two random people, Bobby and Theo. This is bizarre. Well, there you have it. if you don't think about how scary that is and how it's eventually going to lead to the demise of all of us, that was pretty fun. I had a good time doing this. We might have to make a part 2 to this video. Let me know in the comments what comedians you would like to see an AI version of in part 2. In general, I think the job of comedians is safe for now. It's not fully there. We'll still have podcasters for at least a few more years. But that is concerning, dude. I mean, if you don't think about how creepy and scary and frightening all this AI stuff is, it can be fun. This was a completely free website called ChatGPT. You can type that into your browser right now, have some fun with it yourself. Thank you for watching this video. We'll be back again Monday with the comedy news. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe and like and check out our second channel, Clip World, and have a great weekend. That's the most important part. Have a great weekend and enjoy life while you can, because the robots are coming for us.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
I feel like because I'm a comedian, if you don't understand my tone, if people are listening and they don't get that we're joking, like me and Bobby make a lot of jokes on the show, we're comedians. It's my job is to make jokes. If you think that what I'm saying might be serious, that's on you, 100% on you. That's kind of my perspective on comedy as a whole. Is like also watch my special on Netflix January 10th.
There it is. There it is. We told you. I told you to promote your shit.
He named his special after something he never eats.
Cheeseburger.
It's so funny in your special, the story about the dog with the girl with Down syndrome.
I love my dog, and she's incredible. She's also a little bit of a pervert. I'm not gonna lie.
Go check out Santino's special. Go see my new special. It's called Cheeseburger. It's on Netflix. Why is it called Cheeseburger? Watch the fucking special. There we go. You gotta watch it to find out.
Last week, Andrew Santino made his Netflix debut with the release of a brand new hour of stand-up comedy titled Cheeseburger. This special's been the talk of the comedy world for days now, and it seems like everyone, from other comedians to professional athletes, has something to say about Andrew Santino Cheeseburger.
It's a cheeseburger!
So I asked 173,000 diehard comedy fans for their thoughts on the new special. The top comment was from Michael Koch, nice last name. He said, "I've seen him twice live, and he's one of the best comics I've seen. I don't think it fully translated to a special, but still better than 90% of the shit Netflix pushes." There was also a handful of comments on here complaining about the crowd, or people that thought the crowd at the taping kind of sucked. Nicholas said, "Santino was great, but you could tell the crowd was less than awesome. Saw it and it was good. The audiences are changing with the times, and it's evident." And Chase said, "I enjoyed the performance and loved how he turned claps into laughs. Solid for sure."
With specials and tapings, you have to hit them. You have to just keep hitting them, and it's hard too because with tapings, the weird thing is the audience is cognizant of being filmed. They know they're being filmed. Right. It looks different than a regular show. The lights are fucking brighter. Their seating is different. You know what I mean? Like, we have to seat them around cameras, and it's all a part of that world that changes how an audience feels. I don't think it really shifts the the laughter or the applause. I don't think they're hamming it up or anything, but I do always remember they know they're being filmed. Right. There's a sign out front that's like, yo, your likeness may be used on this special on Netflix. You're saying yes by sitting in this seat that you might be on camera.
Yeah.
I try as hard as I can to not show anybody. You know, most of my fans are very, very unattractive. So I just, no.
I mean, preaching to the choir, bro.
Also, the clip that this is from, Pardon My Take, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with that podcast, but later on in this interview, Big Cat goes on to say this.
I wish, you know how the NBA has the off season is almost like better sometimes than the season because of like the drama and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we had someone who was reporting on the comedy scene. Would there be just...
Oh, that's interesting.
Because like, I know that there's cliques that I don't understand and people who don't like other people.
If you're familiar with this channel at all, you probably laughed during that clip because that's literally exactly what we do here. So please, to all the PMT fans out there, let Big Cat know about Joke WRLD, that we already exist. Maybe he'll even subscribe. Maybe he'll even DM the Instagram for a free sticker. Right off the bat, Cheeseburger is one of the most eye-catching or ear-catching names that I've heard for a comedy special in a while. It's confusing at first why it's called Cheeseburger, but the meaning reveals itself about halfway through the show. Regardless of the meaning though, some people hate the name Cheeseburger and some people loved it. This guy said it was a very tasty cheeseburger that had 37 likes. Nicholas said, "Ha ha ha, cheeseburger. Oh my gosh, Santino, you silly little dog. How does he come up with this stuff?" I'm assuming that was sarcastic, so that's why I read it like that. But Trash Can Chris liked the name. He said, "Great special. We're all just cheeseburgers."
So what I'm saying is, I'm promoting my special. It comes out January 10th.
Yes.
On
It's
Netflix.
my sister's birthday.
Netflix. That's why I did it. Netflix.
you.
Watch my special on Netflix January 10th, and then me
So
and
you
Bobby
have to have something in you to get a Netflix special. You can't just be white.
No. No. It's
You have
It's
some
also
type
a guinea
of-
cock.
No, it's
Oh,
guinea,
yeah,
guinea cock.
yeah,
I showed him my guinea cock.
Is that the name of the special?
I wish.
Is it guinea
In
cock?
retrospect, man, I wish.
What is it?
The name of the special is called Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
I swear to God, people will see it. They'll understand why. I don't want to give away why. There's a thing in the middle that tells you exactly why.
Is it because when I got the cheeseburger, you put me in the special?
Yep.
Is that why you were videotaping
It's just
me?
footage of you eating a cheeseburger in my car.
For an hour.
Now, of course, whenever a comedian comes out with a new special nowadays, people naturally compare it to the humor level of their podcast, especially guys like Theo Von, Tim Dillon, or Andrew Santino, who we're all used to seeing once or twice a week performing very high-level comedy on their own shows. This guy said, although I've been watching the pods, this was my first real time seeing his stand-up, and I was blown away. Genius. Another commenter said, I'm sure a lot of people share the same thoughts as me, but I can't get into his stand-up, but podcast-wise, I think he's funny. Could be that he's better on his feet like Theo Von. Another person said, I'm a huge fan of him as a podcaster, probably more than his stand-up, to be honest. But the special was very solid in my opinion, much better than his other one that's on Amazon Prime, I think. I saw him live last year in San Francisco, and it was great.
I watched your last stand-up. I don't know if it was the last special I did, but it was on. I saw it on Amazon the other day.
Oh, really? I didn't know it was
yeah.
on Amazon.
You had the one with the teddy bear in the back, or the bear in the background.
Chicago bear in the background.
Chicago
Yeah,
bear
yeah,
in the
yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very funny. You should
Thank
go
you,
check
man.
it out. What's the name of that one again?
That was called Home Field Advantage. That was in Chicago.
At the Vic, right?
Shot it at the Vic. That was many moons ago. I would say watch this one first.
Yes.
Okay.
Watch Cheeseburger. That was years ago. It was fun. You know, it was on Showtime. I did a deal with Showtime because I had a TV show with them, and then, you know, they were quick to pull the trigger. They were like, we have to shoot a special like very fast, and I had a good time. It wasn't my favorite. This thing that I put out now is one of my favorite things.
As you can probably tell, most of the reviews on this special are very positive, but there's still a few fans that didn't enjoy some of the topics or premises in Cheeseburger, specifically jokes that had more divisive subjects like COVID or politics. Garrett said, couldn't get past the COVID shit. COVID isn't funny to me. Justin said, I think he's funnier reacting in the moment than what he is on this special, and to be clear, he's one of my favorite hosts and guests on pods. Just didn't feel natural to force bits on COVID, Trump, Biden, prostate exams, etc. We all know prostate exam is a very divisive topic. And Chris said, I have no problem with comedians poking fun at politics as long as he's on both sides. Now, with that being said, I have not seen the entire special. What I did see was him insinuating that someone should have tried to assassinate Trump. That's not cool. I will say to the last commenter, Chris, he did go after both sides and had just as many Biden jokes as he did Trump jokes. In fact, honestly, I'd say the Biden ones were even funnier than the Trump ones.
Biden? No thanks.
No, you can play Biden. You'd be a good Biden.
You could be Biden.
You'd be an
Could I?
amazing Biden. Yeah, his biopic.
What are we gonna do about Ukraine, Mr. President? Well, you gotta understand. well, part of the reason I've never been on a growing up in Connecticut, blacks smell funny.
That does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Andrew Santino Cheeseburger, and if you haven't watched it yet, you can find it right now on Netflix. Other than that, be sure to subscribe to Joke WRLD right now and turn on the post notifications because we're coming out with Chris Stefano, Try Not to Laugh, at some point soon, maybe at the end of this week even. So you gotta have the post notifications on so you don't miss that. That'd be very embarrassing if you miss that. Almost as embarrassing as Big Cat not knowing that there is someone reporting on the comedy news. A whole channel dedicated to it, Joke WRLD. So reminder to go hit up Big Cat on Twitter and Instagram, really bother him. Just share him the blessings of being a Joke WRLD subscriber. Say things like, oh, my life has never been better since subscribing to Joke WRLD. Oh, my penis has never been larger since I started following Joke WRLD. Oh, if you don't follow Joke WRLD, bad things might start happening to your family that you can't explain. Maybe ransom notes start showing up. Oh, the Bears will never win a game until you follow Joke WRLD. Justin Fields might break his leg if you don't follow Joke WRLD. Stuff like that would really bother Big Cat. If you don't listen to part of my take, none of this makes any sense, but I do. I'm a big fan of theirs. That's why when I saw him say that, I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's us. We do that. We follow all the comedians, report on all of it, the ins, the outs of the comedy game. Joke WRLD comedy news coming Monday. Other than that, thank you again for watching.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
We didn't talk about how they're taking away your scoops, ladies. Isn't that fucked up? They trying to take away your scoops. It's unbelievable. I just want to let y'all know right now, ladies, I am with you. I think it's your body, your choice. I agree with you on that 100%.
I agree with you when you say that men should have no say in the decisions you make with your bodies. Those are your decisions to make and yours alone. And I feel that way because at the end of the day, when we all go up to heaven and God's like, why were y'all killing babies? We're going to be like, y'all. I think they were very clear whose decision this was, God. Looks like you need to pay for your sins, babe. Even though I paid for your sins. Come on, y'all. Chivalry ain't dead till that baby is. You know the rules.
Today is Tuesday, July 5th, and Andrew Schulz is putting on the first ever pay-per-view live comedy event. His special, Infamous, is dropping on his website for $15 a ticket, July 17th. You can buy tickets right now, pre-sale, and it's the first ever pay-per-view like a fight, but it's a comedy special. Welcome back to the Joke World Comedy News Update. Every single week bringing you the news that you need to know in the comedy world, whether it be new specials, new events that your favorite comedians are a part of, or even who went on each other's shows last week so you don't miss any podcast that you'd like to listen to. Normally we do these every single Monday, but yesterday was the 4th of July. I was pretty banged up celebrating our independence. So this week it's on Tuesday, but every other week will be a Monday comedy news. Subscribe now so you don't miss a thing. July 17th is when the special's airing. It's $15 per person, and it's streaming off of his website. Now, a few cool things that are included with this $15. One, you get access to the special forever. So it's not just when it's streaming. You buy it, you get to watch it whenever you want. Another key feature is that they're doing a live podcast after the special airs. So you'll watch the special with everyone else. They want you to be live tweeting about it, you know, like a fight, like a real pay-per-view event. It seems awesome in theory. And then there's going to be a live podcast after with all the dudes from Flagrant, Schulz and them talking about the special, maybe fielding some questions. So that's another really cool feature of this. If you're wondering why they're doing this in the first place, there is a little bit of a backstory to this. So Schulz was on the Infamous tour running this hour, and they sold it apparently to a streamer, a third party like Netflix or Comedy Central or HBO, somewhere to host the special like normal comedians do. And basically they're saying when they sold it to this streamer, they keep using the word streamer. I'm going to just start calling it Netflix because I think we can all agree Schulz wasn't putting his special on Amazon Prime or Comedy Central even. They haven't ever said Netflix, but we can all agree that it's Netflix. And I don't want to keep saying the word streamer because that makes me think it's like a Twitch streamer bought their special or something. So let's just call it Netflix, but it technically might not be. So they sold it to Netflix, and they basically had some notes for them, cut out a few jokes, cut out a few lines. And Schulz was basically saying on Flagrant today, he was like, you know, these jokes mean so much to him and to the whole crew that's worked on them for this last year. And it just doesn't really make sense for, you know, these jokes that are working on tour that people are appreciating, for these suits at these companies to be able to pull jokes, people who have never been on stage to pull jokes, who are getting offended on behalf of other people, to be pulling this art that he's worked so hard on. It just didn't sit right with him. So basically they bought it back from Netflix. So they sold it and then they bought it back, and now they're just trying to break even on this live stream, sell tickets, do a pay-per-view event so that their jokes can live on and that they don't have to cut anything.
I built my career in the beginning. I started it by doing comedy that they would never allow on these companies or these networks. Comedy Central would never fucking allow it to be on there. And it was very successful. And I assume it was very successful because people are like, oh shit, this is the real. Yeah. This guy's being authentic. This guy's being real. He's being truly funny. This is kind of how I like to bust balls with my friends. These are the ideas that I like to see made fun of. And for me to sacrifice that when I finally got to this point where we put all this work into making this fucking special and something we're all, I believe, very proud of. I can't speak for you guys, but I think that we're all very proud of this fucking piece. And to be at that point and then go, no, I'm just gonna water it down so it can be acceptable. It's like, why we work so hard? Yeah. Fuck that. Why we fucking put all this work in? What's the point of that? Yeah. Why we sacrifice so much? Why we away every fucking weekend to just put something out that we're like, oh, well, it would have been nicer if I was able to say this, or this joke would have been funnier if I was able to say that.
From a fan perspective, it's dope that he's doing something like this because it shows that he cares about us hearing his jokes and his material as they were intended to be told, more than he cares about being on Netflix and making more money maybe. You know, he's willing to buy this back with his own money to preserve the art. However, it's just kind of like couldn't you see this coming? You know, like when you sold this to Netflix in the first place, you didn't think that they were going to have any notes on it. Like, this is someone in the industry who's been outspoken against censorship and about doing things on your own in the own way. It seems like they could have almost skipped a step and just done this from the beginning. But either way, pretty cool to see a live stream pay-per-view comedy event. And if you're like, it's kind of stupid that you have to pay $15 to see a special instead of just, you know, going on Netflix or whatever, and it's free or whatever your monthly subscription is. That is true. But I feel like it's worth $15 to have a no filtered special, to have no censorship in your special, and to hear every joke as it's intended to be told. To me, that is worth the $15. I would pay $15 to have a non-watered down version of Andrew Schultz's comedy rather than going on Netflix and seeing the version that he's holding back in and that's all edited up and that's not the tour version. To me, this seems worth it.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, to just lop that off or change it, that would be very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, very, very fucking difficult. So I want to maintain the integrity of the piece, and that took, you know, us buying it back. Basically, long story short, it took us buying it back, and now we're delivering it right to you guys. And I think the cool thing about this is that if this works, and again, this is a gamble, who knows if it works, you guys decide if it fucking works. If you guys support it, Asshole Army, I hope you guys do. But if it works, and comics find out that they can make more money doing this than doing traditional network specials, there'll never be a note again on comedy.
Louis C.K. and Joe List have a movie coming out called 4th of July. Pretty exciting. Here's a description of it. Louis C.K. co-wrote 4th of July with comedian Joe List, who stars in the film as Jeff, a recovering alcoholic and jazz pianist who confronts his family during their annual Independence Day vacation. Louis also has a small role as Jeff's therapist. So pretty cool to see something that Louis C.K. and Joe List wrote themselves. Joe is acting in it. Louis has a small part. If you're a fan of their comedy, I would recommend checking this one out. I know that they're doing a few tours talking about it in New York, Boston, and Chicago, and then it's in a few different theaters and definitely available online. Obviously, both these guys are great comedians, but this movie, just from watching the trailers and doing a little bit of research on it, seems more of like a serious film than a comedy movie, so I wouldn't necessarily expect, you know, just because these two are great comedians, that this is going to be like the funniest movie ever. I don't think it's going to be super bad. I think it's going to be a serious, well put together movie. I'm going to check it out. I just haven't yet. So 4th of July, starring Joe List, written by Joe and Louis C.K.
If you're going to a wedding, not Joe because he's a very close friend, but you're going to a wedding.
Didn't come to my wedding.
Really?
Was he invited?
Of course.
Ouch.
Yep.
Oh.
But
Land on the road or
took me to
something?
Paul McCartney. I made up for it.
All right, yeah, okay.
Fucking...
Oh, God.
I was on record.
Directed a movie that...
That's on record.
I made
Paid for it.
No, you didn't know that at the time.
You fucking
You
ingrate
didn't know that at the time. It wasn't like you were like, I can't come to the wedding, but 5 years from now I'll direct a film.
He might have known that. He's a very smart guy. Got an 880 on his
That's all right. What can you do? Next wedding, you'll be
I
at.
don't remember why I didn't go. I should have gone.
Yeah.
I'm sure he remembers.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Will you do this if you're at a restaurant? Will you walk up to the
Hey,
bar?
but what was the question?
Oh,
sorry.
Jesus Christ, I forgot.
How do we go to a wedding?
What are you giving? Not somebody super close
Well,
to
I
you.
don't want to hear this.
It's not Paul McCartney, I'll give you that.
I don't want to hear this answer.
Really quick, just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who made it possible for Joke WRLD reaching 100,000 subscribers yesterday. I couldn't be more happy about it and thankful and grateful, and it's awesome. Don't want to spend too much time talking about it because I think we still have a long way to go. We're going to keep going, but just shout out to all you guys who like and comment and subscribe on these videos and who just love comedy, you know, as much as we all do. This has been a great community to be a part of. A bunch of like-minded people with the same senses of humor, fans of the same comedians, and who just want to laugh and enjoy their life. So thank you guys so much. 100,000 people got here early. We're going to 1 million. We're going to 5 million, 10 million. A lot of work to still do, but just want to say thanks. The guest list is where we go through the podcasts of last week to see who went on each other's shows to make sure that you don't miss any episodes that you would want to tune into. So starting off with this past weekend, Theo Von had on Mike Perry. Tiger Belly had on Fahim Anwar. Your Mom's House did not have a guest, but Two Bears, One Cave was Sal Volcano and Burt Chrysler last week. No Tom. Whiskey Ginger had on Andy Richter from Conan. Kill Tony had on William Montgomery's parents. And then Joe Rogan last week had on Duncan Trussell. They dressed up as 4th of July like colonial people, and that was just a great episode. It's always fun when Rogan and Duncan get the costumes out. It makes for a great episode. As far as new specials go, obviously Andrew Schultz and Infamous drops on July 17th. We already kind of covered that one. And then Stand Up on the Spot with Jeremiah Watkins is coming out July 11th. He's featuring Mark Norman, Ari Shaffir, Giannis Pappas, and the whole Are You Garbage gang on that show, which is a really fun show I got to go to once in Austin. They do it all the time, but basically people yelling out topics from the crowd, and then these great comedians just riff on that topic. So it's an awesome show to watch. That's coming out July 11th, and then Schultz will be on the 17th. But that's it for the Joke World Comedy News Update this week. Again, today was Tuesday, but it's usually on Mondays. Comment any other podcasts or comedians or shows that you would like covered in this comedy update. We can easily make that happen for you. Want to make sure that we're covering all the comedy news that you guys really care about. Subscribe to Joke World, download this episode on Spotify, and download all the Joke World podcast episodes if you want to support the channel. And I'll see you again next time.
The comedy powerhouse that is YMH Studios continues to make big moves in the podcasting space, most recently with the addition of another brand new show on their network that premiered earlier today.
Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of First Date.
The show's description reads, host Lauren Compton invites celebrity guests on a first date to decide if they're dateable. Basically, it sounds like a sex-fueled version of Are You Garbage? First Date will be the 5th show on the YMH network, joining the ranks of Two Bears, One Cave, Your Mom's House, Dr. Drew After Dark, Where My Mom's At, and The Danny Brown Show. All 5 of these shows are hosted by familiar faces in the YMH universe, whether that be Bert and Tom, Christina P., Danny Brown, or even Dr. Drew. So who's the host of this new show? Lauren Compton is a comedian and viral content creator who's here live on our show right now to tell us a little bit more about herself and YMH's newest podcast. Lauren, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
So my first question is a broad one, but how did First Date come about as far as meeting Tom and Christina and just getting connected to the YMH brand?
So it was shortly after one of my viral videos came out. I think it was the one where I was walking to the mailbox and I get hotter and hotter and hotter. That video came out, and about a week later, I got an email from YMH, and they were asking me if I just wanted to go on Dr. Drew. And then I went on Dr. Drew, and we had such a good time. And then they asked me if maybe I'd be interested in hosting a show at YMH. And I was like, oh, wow, that's actually a really cool idea. And then this was all about a year ago, and it took us a year. So it's been in the works for a really long time.
Yeah. I've kind of compared it to like the dating version of Are You Garbage in a way. Like they find out if your favorite comedian's trashy or classy, and you find out if they're dateable. What kind of experiences in the dating world have you been through, have you endured that makes you the perfect host for this show?
I feel like I'm qualified to do this because I'm very opinionated. And I feel like I come from a pretty balanced idea of what is right and wrong. Yeah. But you'd be surprised, the people that I've interviewed, how they don't give a fuck about what's right and wrong, you know? And like Tom, I have an episode that comes out tomorrow with Tom Segura. And he was telling me, like, one of the, I guess this is like just a little sneak preview of what we talk about. But I asked him, I was like, you know, when you were single, how would you go about dating people? Like that was, I'm sure, like, you're so old, like that was before dating apps, you know, like, how did you go about finding people? And he was like, well, I used to go to acting classes and I would pluck actresses. And like, I'm like, Tom, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
So we have things like that in the show where people are sort of alluding to their like dark secrets, and then I call them out. And then at the end of the show, we count how many red flags they have. We decide and by we I mean I. Just are they dateable or not?
So you're joining a studio that has one of the most rabid and diehard fan bases anywhere on the internet. Has there been pressure felt like joining that family? Have you gotten any early feedback from the YMH community?
They announced it on social media, and I shouldn't read the comments. I know better than that. You know, I'm like, I should know better. But for some reason, a part of me was like, I'm going to go read the comments today. And, you know, they're like, oh, she goes on Dr. Drew and she has big tits. This is Tom's doing, you know? And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I worked really hard to have like a good personality for you people. And all you can see is my boobs. But I feel like the show itself is so entertaining. So I'm just hoping that maybe they stir up so much around the show where they're like, this show is going to be shit. And hopefully that makes people want to actually tune in to find some validation in the bullshit that they're saying and see that there's actually more to the show than they thought. But, you know, I mean, that's the internet for you. Like, the internet's just a bunch of fucking trolls. And, and then as far as like the love in the studio, everyone has been over the moon about the show. Tom has been so nice to me. Christina's been so nice to me. They're all really excited. I mean, we had a set built. This wonderful designer, his name is Marcus Laporte. He does Quentin Tarantino's set design.
Damn.
And he's a freelancer now. And he built the set. And we talked about it for months, like setting the scene, making it moody, having like a whole vibe as if you were on a date. So a lot has really gone into creating the whole concept and making it look good and feel good. And it's not just another podcast that they've thrown together. Like, there's been a whole lot of love that's like gone into this.
So you're talking about your new bosses, Tom and Christina, a little bit there. Who do you think is less dateable or least dateable between the two of them? Hands down.
You know, it's funny too, because Christina watched the podcast as I did it with Tom, and the whole time she was just like, bullshit. And so and then I went on Christina's podcast right after that, and we talked a little bit about it on there, and she's like, man, I can't wait to get on that podcast and like talk about like, our dating life, because she's like, because what he says and what I say are like two very different relationships.
Well, speaking of getting guests, one final question for you here. Before the show has officially started, I guess, who is one dream interview that you've had for the show, comedian or not? If you could have anyone in the hot seat to ask them dating questions, who would it be?
I have been begging the studio to let my gynecologist come on.
Okay. Is that expected?
I feel like talking to the guy that looks at my vagina for fun, that is the kind of person that I really want to talk to and find out like, what is it like? Because it's supposed to be, what is it like to date the person across from me? And I'm so curious what it would be like to date someone that's a man that just looks at vagina on vagina. Like, how do you, you know, I'd be so insecure. I'd be like, how does my vagina look compared to all the other ones? Like, you know, and so I don't know. I think that in my fucked up little world, that's who I would like to talk to.
That is such an unexpected answer. I was expecting like Joe Rogan or some crazy. Well, thank you so much, Lauren, for coming on the show. Thank you for being a part of this Joke WRLD Comedy News update. And your show's out right now on the YMH channel. We can go check it out there. Anything else you want to plug while you're here?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can find me anywhere at I am Lauren Compton on TikTok or Instagram, wherever. But I would say that the First Date podcast is my new jam. So you can find that at First Date Show. Okay. So that's the handle for that on pretty much everything except Facebook. Facebook, I think it's like First Date with Lauren or some shit. I don't know. Like they couldn't get it. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
but if you follow me or you follow that Instagram, like it'll all lead you to the same place.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you, Lauren. In other news, Andrew Schultz crashed Ticketmaster's entire server last week during pre-sale for his upcoming show at Scotiabank Arena, selling all 13,000 seats in less than 2 hours.
The official start to my new tour is going to be in Toronto on September 30th at the Scotiabank Arena. That's where the motherfucking Raptors play. That's where the motherfucking Maple Leafs play. That's where Disney on Ice is at.
Demand was so high from comedy fans to witness Schultz's first time playing an arena that he was able to add a second show right away, which to no surprise also sold out immediately.
Unbelievable. 26,000 tickets under 48 hours. Toronto, you got me feeling like Burna Boy. I'm incredibly grateful. The Life Tour has officially begun.
If the infamous tour showed us anything, these shows are going to be incredible. The pure spectacle that Andrew Schultz was able to bring to last year's theater tour was so well done that you gotta assume he's got something huge up his sleeve with this jump to arenas. Plus, the demand for these two shows makes me think the Life Tour will likely be all arena shows, or at least big theaters, which is not only gonna be super cool for comedy fans, but also would add Andrew Schultz to the rare list of comedians who've sold out arenas all across the world. Guest spots from last week: RFK was the guest on the Joe Rogan Experience, YMH had on Mateo Lane, Mateo was also the guest on Whiskey Ginger, Sam Talent was on Dr. Drew After Dark, Two Bears One Cave was Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert, Kyle Kinane was on We Might Be Drunk, Kill Tony this week was with Dave Attell and Jeff Ross, Caroline Bonyewicz was on Take Your Shoes Off, Chrissy Chaos had on Kenny Sebastian, Are You Garbage talked with Lil Sass, and the Adam Friedland Show had on Chris Cuomo.
I like dogs better than cats.
You see a tiger as a cat?
I guess I like tiger. I don't know.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah.
What kind?
Pit bull.
Is that true? What's its name?
Isis.
Show me a picture.
So cute.
This was actually true.
She's so cute.
Aww.
She's my best friend. She changed my life.
This makes me feel so differently about you, and I like your hair better in this picture.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh.
This past weekend with Theo Von talked with Roseanne, Flagrant had on Israel Adesanya, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast talked with Kevin Iso, Chad and JT were on the Harland Highway, Taste Buds battled Bomb Pop vs. Creamsicle, Frankie Quinones was on the Honeydew, Jay Leno was on the Blocks Podcast, Duncan Trussell was on Where My Mom's At, Tommy Pope and Carmen Lynch were on You Know What Dude, and Young Gravy was the guest on Tiger Belly. As far as new stand-up specials that are either out right now or coming out soon, the big one from last week was Mateo Lane, Hair Plugs and Heartache. That is a hilarious 47 minutes out right now on Mateo's YouTube channel. We also have Ali Sadiq Domino Effect Part 2 up over 1 million views on YouTube as well. Nate Craig Live at the Green Mill was uploaded to YouTube 2 weeks ago, and some upcoming stand-up to look forward to. The young bull Shane Gillis is filming his new special this Saturday, June 24th. Also, the Fully Loaded tour is underway right now, and it looks fucking amazing. The lineups are insane, the venues are incredible. If you have a chance to go experience this festival, I would strongly recommend it.
Guys, what are you doing this summer? Here's my pitch. 4 weeks, 2 weeks in June, 2 weeks in July, we hit the road. Start in New York, end at the Gorge, cold beers, cocktails, fireworks, slip and slides, don't tent. We're doing arenas, baseball fields. People are ripping their shirts off. It's the time of a fucking life.
We've got some dope videos coming out later this week right here on Joke World. If you're a Norm Macdonald fan, I would definitely recommend checking out the video we posted over the weekend. That video will be linked on the end screen here, as well as below in the description if you want to check it out. Shout out Lauren Compton for coming on the show. Go check out First Date right now over on the YMH YouTube channel. And make sure to mix it up in that comment section. Tell them Joke World sent you. Tell them I found this video from Joke World's channel. Let's see what happens if you all did that. I don't know. Thanks for watching.
At Joke World. That's did it. At Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
Ben has left the show. We should get, that's the big news.
Oh, that was the big news?
That's the big news. Ben's no longer with the show. It wasn't over money. He was offered a lot of money to stay, but he wants to do other creative things. You know, I respect.
Stay tuned for the next Ben Avery project.
Whatever it is.
Somehow it's already been 2 months since Ben Avery left the Tim Dillon Show. October 5th is when he officially announced on Instagram that he's no longer Tim's producer, but has been working on some projects on the side and is excited to share them with all of us as soon as he possibly can. Well, apparently one of these projects was Lemon Party, a brand new podcast featuring Ben Avery, Devin Costa, and Ben's brother, Jace.
May I offer you some advice?
Yeah.
start smoking cigarettes.
Are we on,
Devin? Let's go. We're rolling.
Yeah.
Devin, I want you to go out right now. Go get Jace a carton.
A carton of cigarettes?
I need him to start chain
Lucky
smoking
Strike?
stat. We need this podcast to be funny, damn it. I can't have him being sad.
I mean, do you know how much more money we'd be making if we all started, if you guys started drinking with me?
Yeah, we just went raw.
I'm willing to do that as a Patreon goal. I will relapse on the show, live on the show.
If we get to a certain number, you'll throw it all away.
Well, I already put the Patreon, which Jay thought was very funny. I put the Patreon goal at $100,000 a month.
Yeah, for the Tesla. Yeah.
We'll get the Cybertruck and put the decal of the Lemon Party guys on the side and turn the inside of the Cybertruck into a podcast studio. On top of this, my promise to you, the listener at home, I will also be insanely hammered. I will relapse and I will drunk drive the Cybertruck across LA while podcasting.
Across all of LA County.
And guys, this will be our O.J. Simpson moment where we're like the helicopters are following us or three white guys are podcasting. They're going down. They're going down the 110.
It would be the O.J. Simpson case, but no one is rooting for us. People are on the 405 holding up signs that says "Kill yourself, Ben."
Pull over.
Stop, Juice. Stop.
Stop.
So the show's called Lemon Party. It comes out once a week on YouTube with additional episodes posted to Patreon. Now, normally it can be hard to just jump into a brand new random podcast right off the bat, but listening to Ben for so many years on the Tim Dillon Show, sitting alongside Tim, his laugh, his voice, all that stuff, it gives this new podcast a comfortable feel right away.
By the way, I will say if people that do become pedophile vigilantes, not the worst gig.
Like
doesn't pay that well, and the cops will ask you to stop, but it's not against the law.
But they probably they treat you kind of okay because they're like, it's fucking pedophiles.
No, the cops hate it because you're making them look bad.
Oh,
so like, would
right.
you knock it off? Just let them do what they're gonna do. We'll do nothing. Don't you know how this works?
Like, come on, you've seen us how we handled Uvalde. We know what we're doing here. Fuck off.
We stand outside while the kids get raped.
Yeah, I was playing Candy Crush.
And people like say the kids are getting raped. Stop, and we're like, we could get raped.
Another thing that this podcast doesn't have that brand new podcasts usually do is very awkward early on episodes. You know, the first few episodes of a brand new show can usually be kind of strange while they're still trying to figure out what the show is going to be. This show has none of that. The guys seem very savvy on screen right off the bat and have a great dynamic between the three of them. I mean, two of them are literally brothers, so I guess that makes sense. But nonetheless, it's a great vibe.
I'm fully expecting Boston Dynamics to tweet a video if they've taught a robot to like fire a gun or something, or like use a sword.
Well, I guess robots will be the cops one day. I saw this movie. Have you ever heard of it? It's called RoboCop. Folks, have you seen this? I turned on the TV the other day, this movie, and I go, is that robot a cop? And then in credits roll, turns out the movie's called RoboCop.
My God.
Short for robotic cop. I have a stroke. I just have a stroke.
You have a stroke. We just finished the pod.
By the way, speaking of people that say, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Jay Leno is horribly disfigured now.
That's right.
Which has kind of been making me laugh a lot.
That's
and
right.
I feel bad, but it is very funny
How
to
fucked
think
up
about
is
him.
he?
He's they're just patching denim to his face. He's like, just make the whole damn thing denim.
He's like,
make
turn
me a blue jean, baby.
Turn me into an old fire truck.
I am waiting like one day to just be walking down Melrose and he's just like driving a house.
Yeah.
I
guess
him.
everything he owns is on wheels
When I was
somehow.
when I was a kid coming home from school, I saw him on the 5 freeway with my mom. He was driving an old fire truck. It was an old fire truck too, and he was like just alone on the front of the car, like it was a boat. And we like honked, and he waved and shit, and then he crashed and burned, and lit himself on fire.
Before making this video, I watched all the episodes that they've uploaded to YouTube so far, and I think this is a funny podcast. It's very good so far. It is still kind of weird to hear Ben Avery's very distinct laughter, look at the screen and not see Tim Dillon, but the support seems to be there. It has 7,000 subscribers on their page, and it's only been about 3 weeks since they uploaded their first episode. I'd expect there to be a lot of support behind this show just based on the fact that so many people were angry with Tim, the way that he treated Ben during the end there. Just the fact that people are upset that Ben Avery's not the producer of the Tim Dillon Show anymore. Seems like Ben had a lot of momentum behind him, so I'd expect this show to keep getting support from the comedy community.
The Fourth Amendment is to have the biggest, reddest face in America. And the Fifth Amendment is to weigh 400 pounds but have a size 28 waist somehow. Because you're just shaped like a fucking water balloon.
Just the guy in a Punisher t-shirt and like those types of guys.
Punisher t-shirt who's legitimately shaped like a fucking cartoon of a chicken leg.
Yeah. He's wearing a tablecloth from Walmart.
And he goes, he's like, sorry, I just love this country. And then his nose explodes because he's been drinking fucking whiskey since 8 a.m. Sorry, I respect a little bit of hard work. That's why I go down to the job site and yell at Mexicans all day.
His nose has developed like an aorta. It's got all these, like, it's like a heart.
Yeah, his nose has dick veins in it.
He's tying two belts together to put around his waist.
Yeah, he's got an extender for his belt.
Oh, like on airlines when you're too big for the...
You're too fat for the Southwest.
And they have to hand you the really long seatbelt extender.
Yeah. You have to go, excuse me, I've ruined my wife. And they go, oh, right away, sir.
Excuse me, I've ruined my wife.
Yes, excuse me. I've thrown everything away for egg rolls from Panda Express.
Which are so good.
They're so
good. Panda Express is so good.
It's almost worth it.
I love Panda Express.
I think this podcast is going to be around for a little bit. It's well produced. They have a great dynamic between the three guys. They riff really well. It's everything that you want in a modern day comedy podcast. So if you'd like to check out Lemon Party, you can head over to Ben Avery's YouTube channel and find the first 4 episodes for free there. They also have additional episodes on their Patreon, like I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video right here on Joke World. Please subscribe for all your comedy needs if you want to stay in the comedy loop, hear about new podcasts like this, hear about old podcasts too, any sort of podcast. Subscribe to Joke World right now. It would mean a lot to me. It doesn't do much for you besides staying in the comedy loop and getting all your favorite comedy news, all in one place and really making your life easier to be a comedy fan. But it does a lot for me. Subscribe.